Have we never made that combination like that distinct?
We have
Realization, have we? Oh well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
What a way to start it. The combination.
Well, YouTube just now started, so instead of the faltering of words being how we start, it's us making fun of me faltering. That's the way we start. Hey everybody, welcome to Chortle Games Live. It's Friday night. Woo! It is Friday night, right?
Yes.
Yesterday felt like Friday. Today kind of felt like a Saturday. I'm all kinds of messed up.
But tomorrow is Saturday and today's been Friday.
That's correct. That is the correct. That is the truth. That is the correct.
And now we can always look forward to a better yesterday. Futurama jokes.
Futurama's back, baby!
I'm back, baby!
We're playing some Outriders, everybody. Always good to come back to this game, even though our characters are basically... Take two. Our characters are basically got rolled. So we're pretty much just running expeditions for the fun of it at this point, and to just harvest the materials. Actually, is your character god rolled? He seemed pretty god rolled.
I have a bunch of legendaries, but I'm not like. I don't think they're all perfect rolls.
Okay. Never mind. We're not god rolled. We have purpose to play this game.
Not really, because my character's OP. But yeah.
Well, that's just the name of the game. It's Outriders, baby.
Baby.
All right. What are you feeling? Mountain Outpost, Archways, Time Worn Spire, Eye of the Storm, or Scorched Lands? Keep in mind that Eye of the Storm costs a crap load of drop pod resource, so we can't actually do that one. We haven't done Scorched Lands, actually.
Do that. Yeah, Scorched Lands is fine.
Excellent. We're going to do it on tier 15. You good with that? Never mind. We don't have enough resource. We got to do something else first. You want to just start off with Archways, the tried and true Archways?
Ole, do it.
All right, let's go. You ever wonder what you were doing with your inventory and forgot because you go through long periods of not playing a game?
Yes, I play Division 2.
Ha!
And have full inventory and a full...
Hey, Aaron. Full stash, full inventory, all of it. Man, if they don't add more stash space with this new content, I'm going to freaking lose it. And I feel like they aren't, because their excuse for not adding more stash space is the proficiency system or the expertise system, whatever they call it, so that you can sack old stuff that you don't want. Oh my god, Austin. Look at the Discord, Jeremy. If you are watching and would like to know, Chortle Games Discord, it's in the channel banner. I challenged Austin, one of our subs, with giving my dog sunglasses in a picture, and he did not disappoint.
Nice.
Here's the challenge, Austin. You gotta give him sunglasses in the other picture too, with his ear up. Can you do it? I don't think you can. I don't think you can, Jeremy.
I mean, you could probably just use a...
I don't think you can.
Probably just use a filter from like Instagram or something.
Hey, give my dog the dog filter from Snapchat. Ooh, man. Sensitivity in this game. It's an adjustment.
Alpha.
Yep. Oh, Broodmother.
Sorry, Broodmother. That's how long it's been since
Yeah.
we played this.
Everything that looks like an alpha is an alpha, and we hate them. How's everybody Friday treating them? Because it's definitely Friday. Do you feel like you're not doing as much this time? Because I feel
Me?
like I feel like I'm not doing as much.
Things are a little bit more difficult. Yeah. If that's what you mean.
Yeah. Like things just feel a little bit more beefy.
Yeah, they do.
So Jeremy, I don't know if you watched the Nintendo Direct on Wednesday.
I did not.
You really didn't miss that much.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. That's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah. They did announce the whole Fire Emblem Warriors 2 thing, which I know you probably don't care about that, but it seems like it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
we talked about that. I like the Dynasty Warriors. I like that whole
Yeah, and I know you're not.
concept of the game. It's a lot of fun. But
Yeah, I know you're not a big.
I'm not a huge Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I will say like because I know you're not a turn-based kind of guy, but the characters in Fire Emblem are great.
Yeah.
That's one thing they do extremely well. Which of course I love turn-based, so Fire Emblem is my jam. But I think even people who aren't a fan of turn-based would find them charming. But what I was going to talk about, I think it was in my most anticipated for this year, Triangle Strategy, a really stupid name for a game, and I can't believe that's the name of it. They released a demo that's like a prologue demo because it comes out first week of March, and it is a demo that has the first 3 chapters of the game, and the progress carries over into the full release. Hey, Vortex. So I've been playing the Triangle Strategy demo today, and the way I described it to Jake, I don't know if you were there when I described it this way, it is the art style of Octopath Traveler with the gameplay of Final Fantasy Tactics with the story and characterizations of Fire Emblem. And I did not realize how absolute dead on that description was. Because after playing this demo, oh man, it's great. Again, I know you're not a turn-based tactical guy, but it's just really cool. One of the things I've always liked about Fire Emblem is that it, like early Fire Emblem especially, Three Houses was kind of a departure because it was more about the school side of things and getting to know these characters and attach to them and then going to war. But Fire Emblem has often been characterized by like the drama between kingdoms during war times and like the relations between royalty and the common people of the kingdoms and different people who serve the different kingdoms, all that kind of jazz. So a lot of I don't want to say political intrigue amidst war or anything, because that makes it sound way less compelling than it is. But there's a lot of that in this game, to where like the main character is the leader of a house that serves one of the great 3 kingdoms, and you're best friends with the prince, the young prince of that kingdom, and you're having to navigate how to deal with interactions with all these people, and it's like a threefold, which I guess is why they call it Triangle Strategy. It is a threefold what word? Conviction, like list of convictions, to where you could be like really pragmatic, you can be really like righteous or altruistic, all that kind of. So basically, the things you say determine the virtues of your character, and that can determine who will be willing to join your cause later on, which is a very cool idea. And while it is very, to say anime is probably inaccurate, but I don't know if you can relate to this or if you get this vibe, but you know how anime can have like really good, like compelling storytelling,
Yeah.
while also having like the worst dialogue.
Yes.
It kind of has that vibe.
Well, half of it's translation.
Well, right. And a lot of that is probably what's happening here, or maybe it feels kind of cheesy to where like the banter between the young prince and the main character is very cheesy. Like, ah, yes, you're my best friend. We'll always be that, like all that kind of stuff. But they're compelling characters because, like, I think Roland is the young prince's name. He's the prince of one of the great kingdoms, and his older brother is set to inherit the throne. But he rejects the idea of royalty being better than the common man. So he is friends with Serenoa, the main character, who is dedicated. His family has always been dedicated to serving royalty, and so there's this compelling aspect about him to where he's always butting heads with his older brother because his older brother is like, "You're a disgrace to this family. You need to learn what it's like to be royalty." But you see both sides of it because yes, royalty has to be a certain way, but also the side that Roland represents is not losing your humanity or your sense of being able to relate to your subjects, I guess. It's compelling writing. The dialogue's just kind of cringe sometimes. But definitely harkens back to the whole Fire Emblem comparison too, I think, where like Fire Emblem had some kind of cringe dialogue, but the story was always really good. So it's a demo on Switch. The art style is beautiful. I don't know if you've seen anything for Octopath Traveler. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you probably haven't played it, but it's that kind of pixelated, but like with a lot of depth.
Yeah.
I've
seen the game and know what you're talking about.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I love that art style, and I think it
I do
fits
too.
right in with this style of game. I'm just really excited to see more from it because it's like it's taking things that I loved as a kid, because Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem were my two that got me into turn-based games, like turn-based tactical games specifically, as a kid. That's like my origin.
Nice.
And so to see a very modern blend of those two things that got me in the genre in the first place, that's also doing very different things and interesting things with the way it handles its narrative, that has me really excited. So I'm looking forward to it. And I may rant about it later on when it comes out, but yeah, it's cool. Cool stuff. How are you doing, Vortex? Jake will be joining us later, hopefully. He just had, it was either wait for him to start and it'd be like a 9:30 start time, or start early, do some expeditions without him, and then he'll join us when he gets the chance, and so we decided to go with that. Always good. Vortex. I still need to beat that. I forget why I use Cold Snap. But it's on my build, so it's for a reason. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if they changed anything between the last time we played and now. Something feels off. And maybe it's because I'm just not rocking the same kind of efficiency that I was before. But I feel weaker. Still extremely powerful. This is the hardest difficulty in the game. But I do feel weaker.
You're still way stronger than me.
Really?
Yeah. You're doing a lot more damage to everything than I am.
Well, I am 3 guns. And I also have insane damage increase to anything that's frozen. And 2 of my skills freeze things. I'm curious to see what the stats are at the end of this. Brood mothers are up.
Yep. Have you ever seen Looper?
No, but I wanted to. And then I found out it was a Rian Johnson movie, and then I wanted to never see that movie.
Okay.
Well, I do want to see it, but I just hate that man. So if I ever get the opportunity,
it's a good movie. I rewatched it last night.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the story.
It's pre-Last Jedi, so I can probably waive that. But Rian Johnson did Last Jedi, so he's on the list.
Understandable.
Yeah. But now that I remember when that came out, and I did think it looked really interesting. I just never got around to seeing it. So it's just one of those that I never got the opportunity.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Couldn't fall asleep last night, so I watched that, and then finally went to bed. But it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I forgot how good the story is.
I'll have to check it out. Oh, by the way, speaking of Netflix, the Marvel shows are leaving Netflix.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Good sign, too. Like,
Did you see that Spider-Man is going to be on Stars for 18 months?
is that the streaming service?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Because Sony has the rights, and that's where they put their stuff.
Is so funny.
And the contract is 18 months.
That is so funny.
Yeah. Everybody's like, what, seriously? But he's Spider-Man. It's like, yeah. Guess what? Marvel doesn't own the rights to Spider-Man. Well, they do now, but...
Well...
Kinda.
They don't. It's still... Isn't it still basically the same it was when they made that initial deal?
I
know there was like
they kind of
renegotiation.
renegotiated it. Yeah. They renegotiated it so that he could join the Avengers.
Yeah.
And Sony pretty much got a percentage of every Marvel movie
That features him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not every Marvel movie. If so, I would get that lawyer if I ever had an issue.
Oh, yeah. Did you know, and I'm going to fudge the story, just you saying lawyer and the fact that Kirby still haunts my nightmares from the Nintendo Direct. Have you been exposed to Kirby yet?
No.
There was a trailer for the new Kirby game, and there's called Mouthful Mode. It's where he gets real big. And one of the mouthful mode things you can do is you can cover up a car, and Kirby can drive the car by covering it up. You can check on Discord. I'm sure Austin has some great Kirby memes. Anyway, there was, according to, it was a documentary that Anna and I watched on Netflix a while ago, but The Kirby is actually named after a lawyer who defended Nintendo in a suit. I think it was Nintendo America specifically. There was a lawsuit that happened that if Nintendo had lost, they probably wouldn't be around anymore. And so, in honor of that lawyer, they named Kirby after him.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, probably fudged that story, but there's some bit of truth in there. You guys find it.
Oh, cool. My inventory's full.
Austin, I'll be the judge of whether or not you beat my challenge. You made it look like a weekend at Bernie's kind of situation. Like he's just drunk and asleep. That's so funny. You beat my challenge. Well done. Cannot stress enough how much I hate the Cannonball set and would very much like to never see any of the pieces ever again. You feel that?
The hatred?
You feel that desire to never see the Cannonball set ever again?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Austin, are you going to give him sunglasses on the one where he is pointing a gun at me? That's a crowd favorite. If you're just tuning in, this is Outriders. We're doing some max tier expeditions while we wait for our third so that we can level him up on our alt characters. I'm playing a Technomancer. That's me. How do I emote? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I figured it out, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, look at me. I'm dancing. I figured out how to emote. Oh. You got a different dance. Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Cowabunga.
And that's Jeremy.
Cowabunga it is.
That's Jeremy. He's a pyromancer.
I am. I like fire.
Hey, Jeremy, we're fire and ice. We've never made that.
Yep. Yeah, we have. Yeah, look at the damage dealt.
I'm curious to see what my sources are. Yeah, interesting. Cryo turret might have gotten nerfed. Huh. Because normally my cryo turret would be the highest source, right? Like, isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
They must have done something to it. That really sucks.
Your light machine gun did more than my phaser beam, and that's my highest damage. Then again, I don't think I have items that are... Yeah, they're level 50. I'm going to use a different set. That's what I'm going to do.
I think I might know what the issue is.
What's that?
The Borealis Monarch set does not give like any anomaly power. But I've used this set before and dominated with it. So I don't know. I'm I'm just going to up my status power. What's that you trying?
The Lava Lich.
Which one's that? Volcano?
Yeah.
Austin, let me know when that bonus one's done. I eagerly await it. Guys, I cannot express how much I love my dogs. Like, I was gonna put that earlier, just because I started posting pictures of Flynn, and just looking at that sweet boy. I love my dogs so much, guys. Just know that. I will force pictures of my dogs to everyone that is on our Discord, and you just have to deal.
Thermal bomb. Eruption.
The Marshall's Complex. That's a new one. Yeah, we haven't done that one. So that's going to be the next one. You just let me know when you're ready. I was just checking what was available.
I love this chess piece.
The look or the stat?
The look.
That does look super cool.
You can go ahead and start it. I'm good.
I love how
I
Pyromancer.
I don't know how this set's gonna work, so I'm just warning you now.
That's fine. I can carry if I need to, but I don't think I'll need to.
I mean, I have the volcano, so.
Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
We should be okay.
But all the pyro stuff, like especially the legendaries, I like how they all look like corrupted armor.
Yeah.
You know, like
corrupted, like lava or like fiery. Yeah.
They did a great job with the designs in this game. Most of the designs. A lot of the trickster stuff looks really, really dumb. Oh my god, Austin! He did one with aviators.
And that's when the acid hit. It straight up looks like a picture from Fear and Loathing.
Yep. I've never seen it, but I know it. I know of it.
It's a good movie. Yeah. Weird as fuck, but it's good.
Is it good because it's weird, or is there a good movie in spite of the weirdness?
It's a good movie in spite of the weirdness.
Okay. See, my impression of that movie was always that people liked it because it was weird, but that's all I hear people talk about it. So it's interesting to me to hear there actually is a movie underneath all the weirdness, because I didn't know that. Because that's Benicio del Toro and Johnny Depp, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hunter S. Thompson.
I'm not familiar with.
He was a, I want to say a writer.
Okay.
In Hollywood that was very out there.
I don't know, Austin. I don't freaking know. I got mortars. Interesting. Good shot. So I think this is one of the new expeditions. So look for bonuses, like bonus stuff. That is hilarious. Dude called a cremator comes up from the manhole, immediately frozen. That's what's up. Still getting used to the sensitivity in this game. I feel like I always have to every time I play it. Are you having that issue, or I just suck?
For the first time, you just suck. No, I'm kidding. It's always a little bit of an adjustment.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We need to process this. I'm garbage. Okay. It's cool. Alright. I guess I'm done streaming, guys. Yeah, I am a little garbage, though. How's audio, by the way? It's a little low for me, which means it's probably a bit low for you guys. But if I need to crank anything, I will. A freeze!
Chill.
Stay cool, bud boy.
Ah, that's my exit cue. Clever little Clover.
Ooh, they got mortars again? There's the volcano. Where's that mortar coming from?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Okay.
That guy you just hit.
Interesting. Oh my god.
It was grenades.
Ah. Whoa, Division Heartland was officially announced? Source. Give me a source. I mean, unless you're talking about the fact that we know it's coming, which we do. But if it was officially announced, that means we're going to get either trailer or gameplay soon. I don't know if I even care about it, but just, any kind of tangible proof that they're actually doing something with their best franchise, I'll accept. Send me what you got, Austin, on Discord. I'll take it. Thank you. So today, Guild Wars 2, I'm going to complain. Today, Guild Wars 2... Oh, God. Don't send me a nothing but skills video. Don't disrespect me like that, Austin. But today, Guild Wars 2 announced, like, ways that they're changing. Like, we all knew a profession balance patch was coming. But if Guild Wars 2 was not Guild Wars, and by that I mean if it wasn't attached to the IP that I love because of the first games, and if it didn't have the class system that it did, I just don't think I could bother myself to care about it. Because what they're doing with this upcoming patch is... A cool thing about Guild Wars 2 has always been any class can, in their own way, fill basically any role. So Elementalist can tank, Engineer can heal, stuff like that. Which I always thought was pretty cool, because even though any class can do anything, they do those respective roles in unique ways. That are in line with the classes that they are. Like, playing a support Mesmer would mean a bit of random stuff because of just, trickery, so you don't know, like, what buffs you're giving out exactly. Or if you run Chronomancer support, you're giving Alacrity, which is cooldown reduction. Stuff like that. Like, if you're playing support Mesmer, it's going to look differently than playing support Warrior, etc. But they're trying to blur those lines even more. So what was really good, being all classes can do any role, it's turning into all classes are the same. And at that point, like, what's the point? Like, because if all classes are getting to the point that they can do Alacrity, like, what's the point of the Chronomancer? Because the Chronomancer is literally a time mage. So it would make sense that they're the ones that play with cooldown reduction and other time elements. But when they're just like, no, we want everyone to feel included, so we're just going to make the Necromancer be able to do that, even though they have nothing to do with time. Stuff like that. I hate that. But also, they're just like, hey, and I know I'm complaining about a game that no one here plays. Aaron, come back. You kind of play Guild Wars.
Yeah, I never play it. That's fine.
I thought you said you didn't want. You just weren't going to play it anymore.
I mean, I'll play it. I'm just probably not going to get the new expansion.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. So they were like, hey, we want more people to be able to play support roles. So following that statement, they were like, so we've reduced the max target of support skills by half. So basically that means support skill targets max out at 5. Which, I can't remember if party size is 5 or 6, but that would mean that you probably aren't buffing yourself if you're in a max party. And also, if you're in a group event, you're screwed. Also, if you have any summoners, you're screwed. Because, like, minions won't get those buffs, or they'll get buffs over players. You see why this is a dumb idea? And how it has nothing to do with making more people want to play support? If by that you mean they're forcing their hand to where you kind of need more support players, yeah, sure, good job. Also, the Ranger, my former main class, still forever in my heart, Ranger, love ya. A way they run support, which is the way I run my Ranger, is nature spirits, where they can drop down these stationary spirits that give a buff to everyone within range, but the buff is unique. to where like normally you have might, which increases damage, for fury, which is crit chance and crit damage, just stuff like that. Most support builds run in those family of boons. The nature spirits did not. They did, but they were also an additional buff that was like specific to the nature spirit, and I really liked that because then you could bypass running into other people's stacks. So like if someone was stacked out on might, my frost spirit, which increases damage, is still helping because it doesn't like it's separate from might, if that makes sense. So they're doing away with that, and they're making it to where banner warriors and spirit rangers are going to be in the family of boons. And that's really stupid because their reason was, oh yeah, we want them to be able to play support better. But what that actually means is that they're nerfing it and they're oversimplifying it because everyone has to be the same, which is like the big theme of Guild Wars 2, is that even though it's supposed to be all about the races coming together to defeat a greater threat that they can only defeat if they unite and bring all of the uniqueness of Tyria together against the dragons, then only then will they succeed. But the gameplay of Guild Wars goes directly against that, and it says, oh no, all races are the exact same and no one's better than anyone because we don't believe in that here. So the thesis of the game is antithetical to the game. Can't wait to go to Cantha, February 28th. It's going to be fun. All right, Austin, I'm looking at the... looking at what you sent me. Confirming the game will release during its fiscal year 2022 to 2023. I would hope so. 2 modes. Storm, which is a PvPvE mode, and Excursion, previously named Expedition, which is a PvE mode aimed at preparing you for Storm. Oh, Excursion is just a tutorial for Storm. Got it. So it's a BR. I didn't even read the tweet, Austin. Is it a BR? Can you confirm that it's just is it just a BR? Because that'll save me at least like 30 more seconds of reading. Jeremy, are you alive?
Yeah.
I went on a huge rant there. I know. Like, I just wanted to make sure that you hadn't like gone to get like popcorn or a drink or something.
Oh no, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've just been throwing volcanoes at people.
Yeah. There was a sniper that I was just shooting at, and I think he was ashed because he was just kind of looking at me like.
Yeah, I do that.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Let's get high ground up here. Oh, by the way, Obi-Wan, the series, May 25th, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited and curious to see what they do with that. Anna loves the character of Obi-Wan. I think she just really likes Ewan McGregor. Which, Ewan McGregor, absolute champ of the prequels. That man gave so much to that role. I totally... There are a lot of shows that I hear about that are like, they don't need a show. Obi-Wan, even though the time period at which his show is taking place, I think the man deserves a show.
Oh, yeah.
I am curious, though, because we do know, I don't know if we've had this discussion. This is what you get when you come watch Chortle Games, is just rapid-fire discussion. You got to keep up, okay? So try to keep up. I don't know if we've had this discussion. Vader, Hayden Christensen, is going to be in Obi-Wan. And I don't know if I ever said this to you, but I think it would be so cool. It would be difficult to do narratively, but if done well, oh my god, it'd be so effective. If his role was as a ghost haunting Obi-Wan, rather than like Vader himself, but it was like someone that only Obi-Wan sees, because Obi-Wan during this time might think that he killed him, and so it's kind of like his guilt following him in the form of Anakin's ghost. That would be awesome. I think that would be really, really cool. But, you know, it's Disney Star Wars, so we're going to get just Darth Vader. Which, nothing against that. I hope they do something with it that feels not earned, but feels like a proper utilization, I guess. Because it's definitely earned. Austin says it's going to be like Escape from Tarkov. Okay, you know what? I hate Tarkov. I've never played it, but I just know that I would hate it. And I say I hate it because I'm trying to learn to be better with my words so that I don't offend people. Because apparently I can be very abrasive with my opinions.
How dare you have your own opinion, sir?
I know. It's 2022. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I should know better than to speak.
You're a white male.
I'm a white male. Like, how dare I even open my mouth?
That's fucked.
But
Captain Stink Eye.
Ugh.
That's your new nickname.
No.
Yep.
No, I hate it. But I say I hate Tarkov. I don't hate Tarkov. I don't have the capacity to hate Tarkov because I've never played it. But based on what I know about myself, I would not enjoy Tarkov. It is a game meant for people who enjoy the pain a little bit, you know? That want to weather the bad so that the good can feel that much better. The Souls players of the world, if you will. It's meant for people in that kind of mindset. Or the hardcores. Whatever. And I can appreciate that in places, but more so in a PvE scope. I'm not a PvP person. I just... It takes a very special game like Titanfall 2 to get me to enjoy PvP in a game.
And even that PvP is not... It's one of the most balanced PvPs I've ever played.
Yeah. And I mean... I'll play Titanfall 2. There was a time where I played it a ton, but like, it did get to the point to where I was just getting outpaced so much, and that's admirable. There's a game out there for that where there's just so much to the gameplay where there's a skill, like there's a high ceiling, and people are definitely reaching it.
Oh, Jake's on.
Yeah. But when I'm just getting completely outclassed by people who are just better than me, it's just not as fun. I want to be able to have a dog in the fight, you know? And it's not me saying like, oh, it's too hard. I don't like being challenged. I like actually contributing to games that I play and not spending my precious time watching a kill cam of me getting killed by a guy who did a triple axle backflip gainer 360 no scope from the bathroom, you know, like that's not fun. Come at me. Come on, do it. Stand by for heal. Ooh, they froze me. Interesting. It's never happened before. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Yeah, Vortex, from the bathroom, of all places. The disrespect of these people. You good over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the way they upscaled it.
Yeah. Did something happen to your mic?
I muted it for a second.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
It was flipped up.
Yeah, you just sounded really far away. I assume that's what it was.
Yeah. Although I do feel like I'm doing more damage with this build.
Okay. But yeah, I'll try Heartland. Like I said, I support the Division as a franchise. And as much as I ripped on the idea of Escape from Tarkov, if there was an existing IP to pull that off, where I think it feels at home, it is The Division. It is a rational next step for the franchise. I just don't know if I want to be part of it.
Yeah, I won't be. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it once. I say it deserves that much from me. It really doesn't. Division deserves nothing more from me. I have put so much into that game.
What's your time at now?
Oh, good lord, who even knows? Probably 2 months of gameplay time for Division 2.
Jeez. Yeah, I think mine is close to 31 days now, so...
Whatever was, I think it was the wrap-up of last year. Or no, the 2020's wrap-up. I think 31 days of that year, just Division. So, like, literally 1/12 of 2020 for me.
Of your gaming experience.
Of, like...
For 2020.
like 1/12 of my time in the year was on Division 2. That's too much. That's way too much. These guys won't give me a break. One of these days I'll learn how to dodge that stupid alpha lunge. Stand by. Oh, you're good. Never mind. That was pretty cool. I see you. Okay, so, my turret, yep, turret fell through the floor. That explains a lot. I thought my damage was a little low in this room. Okay, let's see if there's anything in this room that we missed. After we, Good lord.
Oh, hold on, we have to...
What? Oh, shoot, wait. Oh, that was the last new expedition. 3.
You got 3 legendaries?
3 legendaries.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna walk around. See what's up with this room.
Heir to the desert. I don't know what that is.
I'm not familiar with that either.
The door back here just opened.
Where?
Is this the way we came in?
I thought it was.
There's a box at the end of the hall.
Is it? Oh. Yeah, that's loot. On my way. Jake says invite me to the call. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Oh, cool. Wait. Is this the developer's office?
yes.
That's too meta, guys.
I think so.
All right, join the other. Wait. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna call the other call.
Did you call the other call so we could call?
I called the other call, so we call what we call.
Nice.
I'm really glad that you called the other call so that you could call me and I could call you.
Calling you out.
Hey, we are at the People Can Fly studio apparently.
What does that mean?
It means that Outriders went real meta and they put their own developer studio in an expedition, and we're in it.
You know, it'd be cool if they actually modeled their.
Like made this look like their actual studio.
No, like the people here, the NPCs.
What do you mean? This is their studio.
God help them if this is their studio. Where are they, Russia?
Well, I looked at my character for the first time, I think, ever, and wow, what a dumpster fire I am in this game. Jesus. Just like a little trash raccoon, rolling around.
Well, you've played Destiny, so you know how that goes.
Well, that's true. I'm used to it. I'm used to being trash. What's up, Akib? Sorry I'm late, guys. We had dinner plans with old Joe, who you've seen pop up in the chat.
Old Joe.
And old Joe.
As I live and breathe.
As you live and breathe, and had a great time. And then after that, we had a neighborhood bonfire that I thought was going to be more of like a.
Turns out it was a book burning.
Well,
Oh my God.
we were burning people at the stake for being witches. So
Oh, okay.
not the fun night I was expecting, but no. And that just went a lot longer than I thought it would. So
Gotcha.
anyway, now I'm here. I'm back. I'm ready to do whatever we do in this game.
Well, we just finished an expedition, so. Oh.
Yeah, I did way more damage that time.
Yeah, good. Give me just a sec, and then we can swap over.
Oh, I want to see what that. Shellrog's excrescence.
Oh yeah, Shellrog's excrescence.
Okay.
I don't remember what it does. I just know
I'm
the name.
just gonna be honest with you. You don't want my credit card information.
I don't know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life. I just know what it's called.
It will not. It will not.
Just
get
know
you
the
very
sound it
far.
makes. Just know the sound it makes when the.
Will not get you very far. Steven, I'll have you know, I have beaten the tower in Sifu.
Okay.
I beat it on one try. I'm 72, so I'm gonna have to replay it before I can really make an attempt on an honest to god attempt on the last level. I could probably start it just to start it, but anyway, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I played Tower. It's fun.
Have you fought her?
No, I haven't fought her yet. I played the level though.
So the only
Don't tell me.
I don't really know. I haven't fully explored the possibilities with it, but I will tell you. You
don't
can.
tell me.
Oh, you don't want me to tell you anything?
No,
Okay.
I'm playing the game as I take it.
Okay. All right. Well, all I'll say is experiment a little bit in her fight. There was something I wasn't expecting to do that I did on accident.
I'll go up to her and I'll be like, "Should we kiss?" Like,
Steven, that you might be clairvoyant. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe you guessed it.
Oh, okay.
So,
be sure.
but it only works if you're an old man.
I'll use Sifu because she's old too, and she doesn't
She's
like
old.
the young.
Yeah,
she doesn't like them young.
she's only
Okay.
she doesn't like the younger
Got
version of yourself. It's really weird. I kept dying, and then suddenly, I think once I hit like age 65, suddenly she wasn't fighting as hard. Yeah.
She was trying to take my clothes off. It was weird.
Yeah, she started clothes started ripping. I was like, I've never seen this animation before.
Right.
How far in that level did you get?
I don't remember.
It's a good level. I really enjoyed that level. A lot of good set pieces. If Sifu did nothing else, they nailed several set pieces in that game.
Oh yeah, it's the level design is artful.
Oh my gosh, amazing! Like when I finish this, I will have at least one really awesome scene or moment from each level, if not multiple, because it was just amazing all the way around.
Jake, send us an invite. Sorry if I dragged you out, Jeremy. I thought we were. Were you doing something?
Well, I was trying to show you Air to the Desert,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Just for that.
It starts a sandstorm.
Just for that, Jeremy, I'm sending you the invite first.
That's super cool. What are the conditions for this? Oh wait, I know Air to the Desert. It's a gun. I thought it was a piece of armor for some reason. Don't know why.
Akib, I am really enjoying Sifu, and I don't like. It's not as hard as a Souls game, but I don't like that style of game. But I've really been enjoying it. So it's just very challenging. You have to really learn your enemies, and not even the map so much as just the bosses.
Okay, we need to
and
do
the enemies leading up to the bosses.
So we're world tier 12, is that right?
I am on 6.
Oh, what? I was looking at my level. Sorry. I was gonna say, how are we world tier 12?
I don't think we're world tier 12.
We need to do Outriders Legacy, I think is what it's called. That's the quest we should do.
Like right now?
Well, track it after you've like done every quest that you can before, like just when we leave here. That's the quest we should track.
Okay, all right. So
just
do you want me to? My quest right now is meet Grand Marshal Corrigan.
Corrigan. What does your Outriders Legacy tell you to do?
Outriders Legacy. Where?
I think it's called Outriders Legacy. Isn't that what it's called?
I mean, where
Yeah,
would I see
the Outriders Legacy. It's in quest map. No, Akib, they don't. But it's kind of like with the Souls game where, like, bosses especially have combos that they use. So it's a matter of fighting them, dying, and then fighting them again using the knowledge that you learned. So, like, knowing how to dodge, when to strike, all that jazz.
Do you want me to go ahead and track Outriders Legacy? Because I can.
Sure.
I don't know, Steven. They don't adapt. But like, I can't tell you how many times I've had an enemy that I fought 1,000 times, and then
did they go Super Saiyan because you tried to do a takedown on them, and then they?
No. Like, I'll have an enemy that like runs down a certain that.
Don't you dare compare any game that's not an absolute piece of garbage to 12 minutes, Akib. Don't you dare do it.
It is so much better than 12 minutes. What did you ask? Oh, no. Like, Steven, I'll have an enemy that runs down a set of stairs the exact same way 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. But then there's one time that they come down the other side or something, and they hit me with a blind hit, and it drives me crazy. It pisses me off to no end.
Because it's
Why
AI.
are we at a brothel?
Can you talk to that chick? Is she part of the quest?
I can.
Cool. And that's not them adapting. That's just AI. They're not programmed to do the exact same thing every time. So you probably hit with a blind hit because you were expecting him to come down that side of the stairs, and then he faked you out, went left when he was supposed to go right, zigged when he should have zagged, juiced when he should have yoinked.
And you don't call that?
No, that's called
adapting.
That's just the AI doing something different. Adaptation's more like you throw a lot of high punches, so they learn that, and then they start doing a lot of low dodges. That's adaptation.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said adaptation is when you're fighting an enemy and they recognize that you're starting to do a lot of high punches or a lot of leg sweeps, so they start doing things to intentionally avoid the things that you've been doing. And I would argue that Sifu is the opposite of that, where the one that gets to adapt is you, because like Sean has a very predictable moveset once you fought him 3 times, and so he can't counter your counter to him.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Did you talk to that chick?
Yeah. It says search for Monique in
Monique.
the wreckage. Monique.
Oh, okay, I think.
God knows what that altar is doing to her.
I gotta talk to Jakob.
Yeah, Jeremy, make sure you talk to her to get progress on that quest. Before we go do that, because I think searching for Monique in the wreckage zone, I think that is what we do after the mentor quest. So we need to do the main quest first, and then we'll find Monique in the next quest area. So go talk to Grand Marshal Corrigan. Also, change your shirt because you're wearing my shirt and it bothers me.
Look, dude, I don't like anything I'm wearing, so
Joke's on you, Steven.
the joke's on you.
One of us is gonna have to actually. No, yeah.
All three of us are wearing the same shirt.
Hey, the three amigos are here. Even kind of looks like we're wearing ponchos. Oh, hey, there's a quest over here.
Do I need to talk to the person?
You don't need to, but you can if you want XP. Or if you just want to beeline the story, you can just beeline the story.
I do like XP. Man, my character looks weird.
I don't know what. I think I randomized my pyromancer because his hair is the same color as his skin. It just looks.
You did.
I did?
Yeah, you randomized them.
Okay, yeah. Good for me. Because I'd be ashamed of myself if I created this thing. That's what my dad said to me when he looked at baby pictures of me.
Oh boy.
It's not true. It's funny. Haha.
Give me that.
Give me the head.
Give me
So, Jeremy, how do you feel about Futurama coming back?
I'm kind of on the fence. Like I'm interested to see what they do, and I'm extremely happy that the majority of the cast is coming back. But losing John DiMaggio as Bender is a huge.
Yeah, I don't
Huge
know how
negative.
Futurama can really be it's that without.
Well,
Bender.
what I told Steven is in the first episode they may just be like, "Oh, hey, Bender had to get reprogrammed. He's still going to be the same person, but his voice box is different."
Yeah, that's the only character that you
that's
could
the
recast.
exact thing.
It like you shouldn't, but you can.
Yeah, that's one explainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really easy to write in and do. So
Yeah. But I told Steven the last ending that they did was beyond perfect to the story.
Yeah.
So
The show has ended 4 times. Is that how many?
yeah,
And
there's
like
been four endings.
Because it's the show that can't be killed because it got picked up by so many different networks and dropped, and it had a run on just like home release movies, and so it's had 4 endings, and the final one, like
It's just chef's kiss.
like it was the only one where you really felt like, aside from the home release movie one, it felt like they went out on their own terms, and it was it was beautiful. It was just a very sweet,
I cried.
heartfelt ending. I cried the first
Like
time I saw
hard.
it. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, I cry every time. When I think about it, I cry.
Yeah.
But I love that show though. So
Yeah, and so it's like every time you bring back Futurama, you got to justify bringing it back.
yeah, why was it brought back?
Yeah, and when you have an ending like that, that raises the bar for expectation, because if you're going to solely that ending to where something happens after that, it's the Scrubs season 9 problem. And I know, Jake, you didn't watch Scrubs, but Scrubs season 8
I did.
had. Did you watch the?
No, I didn't watch season 9.
Okay. Well, did you?
I watched the first like 2 episodes.
But did
but
you
it
watch
was
the
just- it
finale
was
for
too
season
different.
8?
Yes. Oh yeah.
And wasn't it like one of the greatest finales
It was
ever?
so good.
It was so good. And then season 9 came back, and it was like, what the hell? We had the perfect ending with season 8, so you better make this good. And then they just completely crapped.
I remember how the internet was just like, why?
Yeah.
And that's why at season 9 everybody was like, yeah, we're not watching anymore. So
Yeah. It got canceled like halfway through season.
yeah. Well, it was bad.
It was bad.
They changed too many things, and they tried to bring back people to try to like
I think honestly
make it work, but it wasn't a good enough
I
concept
think
to continue.
honestly the biggest issue with it was more so that they didn't commit to the changes, to where they were like, we want to do something different, but we're going to try to make it an easy transition by bringing back all these characters and making the main character similar to JD and all that stuff. But if they had just said, this is the same universe as Scrubs, but it's like med school students, and just maybe kept like Dr. Cox and Turk, and that's it, then it would have gone over better. But the fact they had like JD in it for a few episodes and that the main character was so similar to him, it just felt like, hey, it's what you loved, but worse. Like,
we're replacing everybody.
Yeah. I love that show. It's my favorite TV show. It's so good.
It's up there for me too. It was really. I've watched that. But I think that's one of the few shows that I've actually watched multiple times.
Imagine Danny DeVito as Bender.
Wow.
No.
Well, something they could do, because in universe, Bender is actually Mexican, so they could get somebody like Gabriel Iglesias or some kind of renowned comedian.
Gabriel Iglesias would be hilarious.
I don't know if people still like him or not, but people really liked him for a time. Did he get canceled?
Well, no, he has his own TV
I don't
show.
think he did. He had his own TV show that has been canceled.
Oh, it did get canceled.
Not for any.
Oh wow!
I don't know what the word is.
Controversy.
Yeah, not for any controversy or anything like that.
I'm getting water. I'll be right back.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, it just didn't perform well. That's all.
But I mean, overall, I'm excited to see what they do, and a friend of mine made a good point. Is it may be that they're going to leave that as the ending of the show, and all of the new episodes are previous to that in the timeline. So it's actually,
because Futurama, since it takes place, post year 3000, it satirizes world history by kind of, the whole idea of history repeating itself. So they kind of use current events to kind of make fun of, even though it's future. But other than that, the timeline is very like up in the air. Like there's certain things like Fry and Leela's relationship that kind of give you a gauge of timeline. But that's about it. So they could totally do that and it would work. But they would, of course, have to explain what's up with Bender. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
yeah. The thing that like really affirmed it to me was Katie Seagal was like, "I'm beyond excited to come back as Leela,"
Oh yeah.
and I was just like, "Oh my god!" That was like the moment that I was like, "All right, this is 100% legit."
Yeah.
Because I love her as Leela.
Do you know any of the characters from Future? Did you ever watch that, Jake?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen like a couple episodes, so I know who you're talking about.
You know the black guy, the Jamaican guy?
Phil Lamar.
Yeah, he's voiced by Samurai Jack.
How about that? That's funny.
He was also on Mad TV.
Was he really?
Yeah. That's an ongoing joke. My mom recognizes him because he played a hyperactive UPS man that was like, "Oh, what's up, guys? How's it going? Ha ha!" and like jumped around. It was really good. But anytime I'm talking about it, I'm like, "Oh yeah, the guy from Mad TV, the UPS driver," and she's like, "Oh my god, really?"
That's such a random.
Yeah, it's a deep cut for sure.
Yeah.
I actually have his autograph.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yep. It says "My Manwich."
Jake, you got that time bubble? Oh, you're dead.
No. I have the spinny super move.
Gotcha.
This ironclad sucks.
He does. Jake, you need to pull back.
I'm dead. But I'll pull back.
Yeah.
Oh, this is water.
They even got Scruffy back.
Who was he voiced by?
David Herman. He was a completely different voice actor.
That's so weird. I would have thought
It
that
is.
he was just like another Billy West character or something.
Yeah, just Billy West or John DiMaggio.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have to recast the trucker guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that John DiMaggio?
Whoa! Yeah.
One of my favorite jokes with it, and I thought of this the other day, and I don't even remember. It was even like before the Futurama revival got announced, but it was when they're on that planet when they did like the gender thing, where they were like men versus women, that whole thing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like choking on the sulfur or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's like coughing, and then he's like, no, it was the lady that did that. I had the wrong character, but she was like coughing, and she was like lighting a cigarette, then breathing in and then coughing again.
Yeah.
That sounds like one of the only episodes I've seen. I feel
So-
like I've also seen an episode where they were on, I don't know how this all works, like a planet or a timeline or something where there's just a
Planet,
bunch of
yeah.
huge women.
Oh yeah,
Amazonia.
Snoo. Yeah,
Yeah.
classic episode.
That's the only. That's one of the only ones I really remember.
The heart is willing.
But the body
the
is
flesh-
fleshy and is weak. It's fleshy and weak.
The flesh. The flesh is bruised and something. I can't remember what it is.
Can you get me, Jeremy? Or Jake?
Yeah,
Either
I'm
one.
coming.
Jeremy, you're crushing it. You're crushing this thing. You're doing great.
I like the Devastator.
Good.
And Kif just crawls up on the ceiling.
And when they see the skeletons and their pelvises are just dust, and they're like, "Woo!"
They all have cigarettes in their hand. Yeah. And they're all smiling but really sad at the same time.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm getting like I'm just not doing anything.
Yeah, they're hitting hard.
Yeah. There's nothing near me. Well, there's cover between me and things if someone can come get me. I also have terrible guns. Maybe I need. Is my revolver any good? Oh, thank you. All right, I'm going up
Dang,
top.
that's
We
like
should-
4 revives.
We should take up top.
Cremator's dead. Oh god, I'm about to run out of ammo.
I keep said at this point, Steven has more downs than Jake. I find
That's-
that really hard to believe.
That's not true.
Actually, you guys are even on downs at this point
Oh gosh, it's game time then.
because I've revived you both twice.
I revived
Oh, wow.
Jake once.
I was about to say, I've
then
died
Jake's
plenty
up by
of times.
one.
All right, can't die then.
I thought Jeremy had like an actual like analytic like number that he
He's
was
got
seeing
he's
somewhere.
got a chart.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, I didn't know this game.
Oh crap! They got the
Which
arcane
don't last
turret.
quite like that.
God dang it! I hate that thing. Oh, Jake, it's just you. Don't. You gotta put.
Oh. As soon as I warp over to that group on the roof, Steven goes, "It's just you." It's like, oh well, thank you for letting me know.
Pay attention. It's not my fault.
I mean, y'all all like y'all both went down in the same moment. You know what I mean? It's like no.
It's not my job to tell you if you're the only one alive in this game. I feel like that's my job in a lot of other games, but in this one, I'm a pyromancer. So Is that my job, Jeremy? I don't know. You're the pyromancer here.
No.
It's not my job.
The more fire damage you do, the more you heal. So, kinda is your job.
Second opinion, maybe.
Well, the second opinion's Jake, so.
I'm gonna say it's your job, yeah.
Yeah. So overruled.
This is bullcrap. The odds were against me. Gosh, I need some better guns.
Whatever's happening right now, whatever we're doing is not playing around.
Well, it's the world tier. We're above our pay grade.
We chilling on 5.
We're on 6.
Oh yeah, duh. Ironclad coming down the right side.
I've got 2 burst guns. It's not working out for me. Oh, hey, there's a breacher.
Yeah.
I'm in a bad
Just waiting to
spot.
see how long you'd go until you notice that one.
You should have told me.
I wanted to see how long it would take you to notice there was a guy standing 2 feet away from you. He wasn't hurting you that bad. It's alright.
He actually wasn't even looking at me. I don't know why he didn't just end me. He could have. Alright, we need to hook right. Otherwise, they're going to swarm us. But wait till Jake dies so that I've got 2 more on him. I'm just kidding. I'm here. I'm here. You were getting flanked, Jake, to your left. Good move. Watch your left, Jake. Can you pull back?
I got stuck.
Oh, shoot. What the hell? Stop taking my cover!
Something is hitting.
Yeah, we're
us
getting hit
hard
by
over
mortars.
here. I'm down. Steven,
It's grenades, actually, not mortars.
I think it's both.
Give me just a sec. I gotta heal.
Yeah, you're fine. There's another guy coming up.
Jeremy, how you doing back there? We need to pull down here.
I am soloing an ironclad.
On our way. We need to pull back, Jake.
It's alright. He has like a slur of health left. I'm gonna kill him before you guys get here.
I hit him. I helped.
I watched Jeremy kill him.
I still
Thank
hit
you,
him.
Jake.
It's on stream. It's recorded. Thank God I got a new gun.
What was the button to pick everything up?
Down on the D-pad.
Yeah, there's another ironclad coming up.
Yep. Good Lord, that captain has so much health.
I don't believe you.
What?
Akeeb said I seen it. He got 33 damage
I got
on it.
33 damage on it. I did.
Nope.
It was 3 shots with 11 damage each. Arcane Torrent, get out of there.
Pixar didn't happen. See, it's funny because it was on stream.
That's not what I wanted to do. Watch out for the turrets. They're spawning.
Yep. Is it that captain?
I think so. Nice. Okay. Let's go right. Let's get that high ground. Follow me. I'm going backwards and then up to the right.
Lots of guys coming up.
Yep. Watch out for the grenades that they're dropping. And, yeah, that. I fell down. Keep going. Ooh. Who froze that guy?
I don't know. All I know is the sound it makes.
Got the snipers. Good job, guys. It was rough, but we did it. There was one fight that was not even a boss.
I hate sand. Not like you.
Do you think that Darth Vader is going to say that he hates sand in the Obi-Wan series? Because if he does, that's death to television.
I'd say there's probably going to be quite a few.
Yeah, because Spider-Man No Way
TBT.
Home discovered that they could make absolute bank by having Tumblr write their movie. So why not
It's
do
a
that
lot
for
cheaper. You can get a writer there a lot cheaper for sure.
That's true. When your writers literally say, yeah, we didn't give a rip about plot holes, I'm sure they're not paying them that much. Or they are, and that's just Hollywood today, which probably that.
Probably that.
Oh, there's a bounty here. We could do the bounty. I really would like them
Do we want to do the bounty?
to, yeah, why not? Let's give it a shot. If it's too hard, we'll just leave.
Might as well put my skills to good use.
Right, get in line with the get in line with the clones, so you can get your Vader is in it, and it's gonna be Hayden Christensen.
Was this it?
Yeah, this is it. Get ready for a really necessary cutscene. You ready? You ready?
I know. I'm well aware. The bridge hopping cutscenes.
Dying Light 2 is almost as bad as Outriders when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I would love to know, like, I would love to be a bug on the wall in the dev room when they were like, "Hey, how are we gonna hide these transitions?
What the hell?
Give it a cutscene."
What did I just do?
Yes! Because I don't know if you saw on stream, but you pulled that man's torso from his arms and legs and threw it in the air. It's still falling.
Nice.
No camera. No camera.
I didn't see the stream, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now.
Oh my god, freaking lag. And yes, I know. I just complain about lag. Who am I, a 12-year-old on Xbox Live? You don't know. But the lag is
Actually.
really bad. The lag is super bad because there's been connection issues ever since I joined. I don't know if that's just me or not.
It may be you, because, like, you know, you've said a couple times on the last couple, some of the streams that you and I have done with Restream, that, like, my stuff was dropping. But then when I go back and watch the stream, usually it's more your stuff that has the issue. It's never, like, bad, but I'm curious if there's
Ouch,
something going on.
kabibble.
I'm on the way, Jeremy.
No worries. Give me a second anyway. Alright. Do you need me to revive?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
There's just too much stuff swarming.
I gotcha.
Jeremy, are you getting that internet connection issue?
No.
Interesting. It's something
I mean,
that
I'm not necessarily calling them out for bad Wi-Fi. I'm just saying I've noticed that's come up a couple times.
It's
but
something. It's not my Wi-Fi. It's something to do with the way that our connections communicate with each other.
yeah,
'cause-
that's what I'm thinking too.
And that really hurt. That was a mortar strike. Where's that coming from?
Back.
Get him, Flynn. Oh, I just looted a chest.
How dare you?
Grab an ammo, then I'll push.
You got 3 breachers running up the hill right now, so. At least on the left side.
Don't know how all of my abilities were on cooldown.
And they are rounding the corner. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's another guy on the left side of the hill.
Yep.
And a guy at the bottom. In the valley right in front of you.
Yep. Cremator's going to you. Oh shoot. Oh, no,
Breacher's
it was the
running
wrong way. Ooh.
Cremator's at the bottom of the hill.
Yep. Gosh, you seen how glitchy it's been?
No.
I'm like floating all over the place.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the stream now.
I'm down, by the way.
I'm aware I can't get to you.
Jake. Oh my gosh, that guy flew to the moon.
Yo, did you see it?
Yeah, I went back and watched it. I'm sorry, parts of him flew to the moon.
It was a very specific, targeted spot. You're up, Jake. Jeremy, you're up.
Yep, thank you, sir.
Can I not jump up there? Awesome. Well, that's... You looked like a bandit, Jake. I shot you a lot.
Well, thank you.
Can you get me? I can revive, but...
I'm down.
Alright, I'm getting up.
Sorry,
you're
this
good.
guy
Yeah, I can get you. Hold on.
took a.
I
took a
didn't take the
full
risk.
move and didn't.
Come on. Oh, come on! At least I killed him, actually. Oh, the boss is behind you. We need to pull back. Gotta reload. I thought that was supposed to interrupt.
Interrupt, more like in her up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm tired. Steven, what do you think about all the Marvel shows coming off Netflix?
I think it's a good sign. It's a matter of time, and that just means that they can start making stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll end up on Hulu or something.
I hope they bury him.
Just put them out to pasture.
Jesus.
I mean, Netflix's Daredevil was great. Punisher was good.
Jessica Jones is good. At least season 1.
I want people to forget that the Iron Fist show happened so that we can get actual Iron Fist content that doesn't get him canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So bury it. Bury all of it. It's worth it. Like losing Daredevil, the show is worth it because we're just going to get more Daredevil Charlie Cox anyway. It's worth it to get a good version of Danny Rand. It absolutely is.
Did you see Dr. Fate in that black? I don't even think it was Black Adam trailer. Black Adam trailer specifically. It was just kind of like a DC Universe trailer. Did you see Dr. Fate though?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh, he looks awesome. And there's Hawkman too, I think, and he looked really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I knew
I don't
Dr.
know
Fate
what-
was going to be in it, but I didn't know Hawkman was.
So I didn't even know Dr. Fate was going to be in it, but he looked awesome.
Why does it say eliminate?
Oh,
Bloody
because remember
Mary.
we got to go up and execute him because it's a bounty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Nope.
What?
The objective point keeps changing for me.
I definitely killed him up here, so I know where he is.
Yeah. I guess it just wanted me to take a specific path.
He's been up here holding himself up on his knees, waiting politely to die.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
Hmm.
Wow, that was so worth a cutscene.
Would you want to hear the endings?
That old 007 guy.
Yeah, I want to say Pierce. That doesn't.
Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan, yeah.
Yes. He looks great.
Search the wreckage zone for Seth.
Are we looking for Seth?
Yeah.
Good old Seth.
And for Monique or whatever her name is.
Yeah,
Yes.
Monique.
So why did you want to do the mission with the brothel, Steven?
It has nothing to do with the brothel, Jake.
I'm a little worried.
There's no brothel.
We're looking for a former brothel employee's.
Lady of the Night.
We're looking for a former lady of the night in the wreckage zone. We're trying to find out what happened to her because her fellow whore was worried.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Just took it there.
Really?
After dancing around it.
Yeah.
After I'm just going to bend over for it now.
Can I select where I want to teleport?
For what skill?
My teleport skill.
You have two.
Oh. I
This
just
is
have
the one where you teleport to an
It's
enemy.
Random. Yeah.
Well, you aim at an enemy, and that's how you.
Well, I know. But I can't reach that sniper up there, and I wish I could.
Give me a second.
I'm up there.
So it resets all of your cooldowns whenever you change equipment. Did not know that till now. That's why my cooldowns were acting up earlier.
I'm about to go down.
I'm running.
Psych!
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah. Just about to say that. Oh, I'm out of shotgun ammo.
Crap, they got a healer.
Yep. Oh, God.
Is that this blue guy?
I got stuck.
Did you guys jump up there with skills, or?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so I can't go up there then.
You can.
Do I have to walk around though?
Yeah, you're going to have to go up the...
Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that nonsense.
Don't want to deal with that nonsense.
I'm just gonna guess that the captain's the one that's healing them.
Yeah, it is. Back up.
Yep. Watch out for those snipers. Torrents, back up. Oh, shoot.
Wow, he really doesn't like me.
He's on me now.
Yep, I'm coming around.
Shoot. Interrupt.
I didn't have one.
None of mine work, apparently.
You got an ironclad up there with you too.
I'm working on it. I'm as pinned as a man can be. I interrupted. Thank God. Melee will do the interrupt. No, don't go over there! My God. Did you see that?
Come on. I did.
Keep backing up. Keep backing up.
Sorry, Jake.
You're good. I got trapped. I tried to jump up and take out those guys, but
Yeah, unfortunately, that second wave popped up and they got me too, but I was able to
Nice.
revive and jump back. Captain's almost down. Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, really, Rifleman? Good job.
Yeah, you're big help.
Call an ambulance.
Alright, I got
Alright.
a gun.
I'm gonna go get Jacob.
Yeah. Let me check my gear. Just because... obvious reasons. Huh? Yeah,
Gotcha, Jake.
I would love to get some more Invincible. That show's great.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're getting a season 2.
But we are. We are.
I need to watch it.
now.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I've been
I
watching-
spoiled the ending for myself, but
Of the comic or the show?
the show.
Okay.
That last episode, man, it slaps. Let me tell you,
It
Yeah.
goes so fast.
it goes so hard, so fast. It's insane.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes and the last episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You didn't miss a lot then. Like you
No,
you missed
that's-
good
that's what I've
stuff,
heard.
But
it's mostly like story driven.
yeah, it's filler.
Yeah, some of it comes back up, but I mean, you pretty much
It's
seeing it happen.
the
without
context,
even,
yeah.
Yeah.
I filled in enough of the blanks.
Yeah. This assault rifle is really good.
I was gonna say something. I've been watching the Critical Role show, Legend of Vox Machina. It's pretty good. That's also on Amazon Prime, which is why I bring it up. Or Amazon Video, whatever.
Important life question. The only brave men can answer. Which is worse, thigh cramps or calf cramps?
Oh, calf
Ooh,
by far.
Calf by far, absolutely. Not a question.
Thighs aren't bad because you can stretch them out and then just punch yourself in them. But listen, hey, tension actually helps relieve cramps. So
Yeah, I have to like.
punching is the best way.
Yeah, the a freaking calf cramp, especially in the middle of the night. Ugh, it's the worst thing to wake up to because you really have to like, okay, this is I have to stretch my foot this way. You have to like remember which way you're supposed to go.
Mhm.
Oh, it's the worst. Eat a banana, folks. If you get cramps, just eat bananas before bed.
Pickle juice.
That's another great tip. Just eat pickles, drink the juice, have a great time.
Mustard too, right?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know about mustard.
Yeah, like Pee Wee football field here used to give out little things of frozen pickle juice
Ooh, nice.
to all the football players.
Take out the bomb. Take out the bomb. Thank you. Changing gear again.
I really appreciate the simple pick up everything button.
Yep.
What'd you do to her?
Nothing. Never asked to be any kind of dad. Last thing I wanted anyway.
Oh, so you were just a piece of shit human being. Cool.
I didn't ask the baby if I could be its dad.
In my head movies.
You two with this shit? Give me a break.
Did I go the wrong way, or
Which quest are we tracking right now?
search the wreckage zone for Seth?
Okay. Remember, we gotta do Outriders Legacy as well.
Do you wanna do you wanna track that?
Where are we at right now? Actually, yeah, where are we right now? I'm so confused. We'll do it later. Let's just find Seth. Up on the D-pad gives you a line to follow, by the way.
Ooh, very nice.
Alpha.
Omega.
Nope, just Alpha. Kill the bomb.
There's two. Oh, Jessica Rabbit.
What about Jessica Rabbit?
Vortex said. He asked a question. He said Jessica Rabbit or April O'Neil.
I don't. Who's April O'Neil?
TMNT.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh. I don't know. Jessica Rabbit, I guess.
I don't like either of them.
That's kind of where I'm at. Second minute, all right.
Jessica Rabbit.
I loved Roger Rabbit though.
Jessica
that's
Rabbit
one of my favorite movies.
would kill me in my sleep.
What? No, she's
She looks that
she's
way,
a-
or she just wouldn't like you. What are you
Nah,
saying?
she just seems like the kind of girl who would kill you in your sleep.
No. Have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, and I really want to.
Oh my God, Steven,
she
you have no
seems
idea about the context.
She
then.
seems like she would kill
Classic.
me in my sleep.
No, she would not.
Seems like she would kill me.
Am I a rabbit?
Does she kill anybody else?
Am I a rabbit?
No, you're not. You're
Then
not
she
Roger
seems
Rabbit.
like she'd kill me in my sleep.
But they're married.
This is such a weird thing
Then
for
wh-
Steven to get hung up on. Like,
I'm very
Yeah,
confused.
because she doesn't kill rabbits. She's
It's a
married to
weird.
rabbits. I'm not a
weird
rabbit.
hill to die on.
I'm not dying on this hill. I'm living large.
Well, no, evidently Jessica Rabbit's gonna kill you.
Yeah, until she kills me in my sleep, because
only in
she's
his
gonna.
sleep, only in his
Only in
sleep.
my sleep. I'll be awake. She'll be like, "Oh shoot, I'll come back later."
Yeah, I'll try later. Try next time. Maybe next Tuesday. What's your calendar look like?
When you sleeping next?
Is this why, Steven? Is this part of why you have insomnia? You just don't sleep.
No, it's because I'm depressed.
No, that's the depression.
That's just the depression.
Oh man.
But yeah, Jessica Rabbit, 100%.
Flynn? No.
Yeah.
If by that you mean a literal cartoon, then yeah, that would kind of just shatter my whole universe.
There are a lot of reasons why you would wake up and have a heart attack at the sight of Jessica Rabbit.
Who are you? Where's my wife? Why are you a cartoon?
Yeah, that's a pretty good list to start off with.
My heart! Oh, behind us.
Got a little tiny horde coming in.
You need to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I know,
It's a good
it's
movie.
on our list. We just haven't watched it. Neither of us have
It's
seen
so good.
I don't know that I've watched it as like an adult or like I probably haven't seen it since I was like a young teenager. So I don't know that I could really repeat to you the story beats, but I know how it ends.
I could repeat the entire thing to you.
The end fight where like
It's so good.
whoever the main bad guy reveals that he's actually a cartoon, that whole fight is burnt into my brain.
His eyes become daggers.
Yes. Gargoyles or TMNT?
TMNT.
Gargoyles is underrated though.
Gargoyles is
very
amazing.
underrated.
I'm not gonna lie, but as far as like longevity and one of my favorite like side-scrolling video games, TMNT.
Well, as I say, it's kind of hard. That's a really hard comparison because TMNT has
They're
had
still
so
around.
many- yeah, they're they're
Yeah.
still around. They've had so many iterations.
Hmm.
Gargoyles, we have one, we have one season.
They talked
Uh,
about bringing it back like 2 years
It-
ago, I think it was.
You know, and I was hoping when it got dropped on Disney Plus, and I went back and watched some of it. I never did finish again, but I was hoping it would kind of get a resurgence with it being back on Disney Plus. But I don't think it got. I doubt it got enough traction. I haven't really heard anything.
Yeah. These are good questions, Vortex.
Yeah. You know, speaking of shows on Disney Plus, you know what's
Nope.
a surprisingly good show on Disney? Well, probably not surprisingly, but
Oh.
one that no one really talks about.
Jake.
Yeah, Seth's dead.
That's Seth.
Yeah. Yeah, Moloch
he's
just
dead?
kind of. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
He's
I thought
melted
he was
into
in-
the wall.
Well, he was an asshole because he was a god, right?
Yeah.
What was his?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Wow.
Moloch killed him.
Yep. The age-old rivalry, you know. Moloch and Seth. His gun got melted too.
Interesting.
Yep.
So I'm sorry. What's an amazing show?
Milo Murphy's Law. I don't know if I can say it's amazing, but it's really good and no one talks about it. It's by the makers of Phineas and Ferb, and it's the same universe as Phineas and Ferb.
Oh yes.
The entire premise is it follows a kid who's a part of the line that the Murphy's Law saying was said about. So everything bad happens to him. Like he's just the most unlucky person in the world, but he's like always prepared for that. He's just like, well, you know what they say, Murphy's Law. So when literally like a volcano tries to kill him, he's just like, oh yeah, that's Tuesday. Like he's just prepared for it. But there was one episode where they
Do you want to climb down to the bottom over here? Oh, we can't.
Can we? Oh. There was one episode where they were making fun of
Fast travel
like
yeah.
Doctor Who, and like Phineas and Ferb, they've always had great songs. Like that's a strength of theirs. They did the theme song for the Doctor Who spoof that they did. The character model has like a robot leg, oh shoot. Okay, go ahead and accept it. It should take me. I didn't mean to do that. He's got like a robot leg, and he's got a leg that makes him look like he's from like ancient Greece, and then he's got a hand that's covered in like a birthday like a birthday gift. And the lyrics of the song go, he's got 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the future, and a hand in the present. But maybe that's just like a cast or something. And it's like, that is such a dumb lyric. And it's literally part of his character model that he has like a hand that's in a gift, just so they could say he's got a hand in the present.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
but it's so good.
This was in Milo or Phineas and Ferb.
It's basically it's very different because it's actually serialized, which is very strange because Phineas and Ferb was very much like it was the epitome of like a formulaic show, but it had such a good formula. Milo Murphy's Law is like there's actual plot to it. It's interesting.
Before we leave, you can start the other quest.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So,
I'm running to it.
Ultramarine or guy in XO1 power armor. I don't know what either of those are.
Ultramarine.
Yeah, I'd probably say Ultramarine. Yeah, that's a boring one, actually. Scratch that.
You flew too close to the sun, Vortex. You asked one too many questions. Okay, so
SpongeBob.
When we were in France, though, there was very limited choice of what shows were like what channels had English. Obviously, Cartoon Network was one of them. So like I had that on in the background when I would try to sleep, just because that's what I do. I need noise in the background because the depression. And so, Amazing World of Gumball was on, and I had never really watched it. And like, it's pretty funny.
Which one?
Amazing World.
It's
of
too
Gumball.
weird to me.
It's
couldn't
absolutely just it's weird, and like that's its entire humor is it's just super weird. But I laughed a good bit, and that's having said that, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid, so I've seen maybe one episode, so I don't know. But I will say, Amazing World of Gumball, pretty funny.
Oh, I'm thinking of Chowder.
Oh, Chowder.
I was thinking of Chowder too at first. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Chowder's.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Gumball, but I know of it, and I probably would still choose SpongeBob.
Yeah, Chowder.
if I remember
is pretty
correctly,
funny too,
they've
though.
done a couple like really meta things, like with animation and stuff too.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Yeah, I watched some of it just because on the airplane flying to France, I had watched, I think, Bob's Burgers, and so I needed a different show, and so I worked through the episodes of How I Met Your Mother that they had, even though I've seen that show like 4 times, and then I worked through Amazing World of Gumball because I was like, hey, you know what, this show made me laugh a few times in the hotel. Let's see if it can make me laugh on the airplane, and it did. It was still pretty funny.
Have you watched How I Met Your Father yet?
No. Is it good?
It's not bad.
Really? Who's even in it?
Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff is the lead.
She's the lead, yeah. The other actors I don't really recognize. I imagine they've been in something before, but it feels like a different show. Like you can definitely
I love
tell that it's a new cast,
getting
but
stuck because this thick boy back here won't move. Good God.
I will say I went into it not thinking I was gonna like it.
Well, I know Anna likes
But
Hilary
it's
Duff, so
pretty good.
we may have to try it. She grew up on Lizzie McGuire,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
as did I.
Vortex is asking now, Generator Rex or Symbiotic Titan?
That's a deep cut a bit.
I'm not familiar with Symbiotic Titan.
I know the name. I can't put like a name to the show though.
So by default, I'm going to have to go with Generator Rex. Now, what would have been a better question and a more comparable in my mind is Ben 10 or Generator Rex.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it's easily Ben 10.
and
Yeah,
it would have
100%.
easily been Ben 10 for me. But I know they've done a crossover episode before, so at least the context is there.
This fight sucks.
It's the alphas. They're they're the worst. Kill the bomb if you can. Reapplied, and it didn't work. Awesome, love it. Love to see it.
Ooh.
I feel like that's pretty obviously Sub-Zero, though, right? Like, if we're talking about, like, them fighting, come on.
Yeah, are we talking about like the characters themselves or like a fight?
And which, honestly, even, like, as far as their
And
arcs...
which character are we talking about?
And if-
Like animated or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Not... In that case, are we talking about Mortal Kombat, the original movie, versus Arnold Schwarzenegger? Because I wouldn't want to watch that fight just because it'd be so lame. But, I mean, Mr. Freeze has a fantastic story thanks to the animated series. Like they did such a good job with him. But at the same time, Sub-Zero's got a really compelling story.
Animated, okay. Yeah.
If we're talking fighting, Mr. Freeze does not stand a chance at all. If we're talking like story, just because of the medium, I would say Mr. Freeze. Because Mortal Kombat, you don't really get to get the story highlighted that much through the lens of the game that it exists in.
Especially in the first movie.
They kind of teased his arc in the second movie for 2 minutes.
Yeah, well. Saw where it ended.
But, I mean, if we're talking like, you know, the new Mortal Kombat movie, Sub-Zero, played by my man Jaka from Raid Redemption, come on. Come on. That guy versus Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't even talk about it.
Get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
Don't even
That's
talk
the
about
opposite. See, it's the opposite of Scorpions. Get over here. It's get out of my face.
Exactly.
That's you can't stop Sub-Zero from saying that. Just get out of my face. He just whispers it because he's really shy.
Get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
Shh, get out of my face. Kind of mumbles it too.
Yeah. He's shy Ronnie under there.
I'm back from the dead. It's Ronnie, motherfucker. I'm back from the dead. Just shot my own leg.
That's such a good skit. Oh my god.
Wrong side of the border anyway.
I came trading in Trenchtown right when the insurgents pushed the front line miles.
Unicron the Chaos Bringer or Galactus? Wouldn't Galactus just eat Unicron? Well, no, because Galactus really doesn't consume the planet itself. He more so consumes the beings on the. It depends on the iteration of Galactus,
Guys.
I guess. What?
Up here.
Thanks. Yeah, here it is. Don't skip this.
Stomping in with blood and guts. Yeah, I suppose I should be bowing down to you, kissing your feet for letting in your goddamn presence. Gratitude? How about all the times I've wrapped my legs around you when I get nothing? I wasn't always gonna be exciting. I thought there'd be armies and
That's the quest.
And that's the end of it.
I love this game. It's got such subversive quests like that. It's great.
Wow. She did not give a flying F about us.
I don't want to talk about BoJack Horseman.
You don't like
Regulars.
It's just depressing. The little bit that I've seen of BoJack Horseman is just really depressing.
It's a pretty depressing show. I do think it has some decent messages about improving yourself.
I mean, there's value to it, but
Yeah. But it's rough.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of
I don't like or appreciate. It's kind of like the problem I have with the Joker movie. Aside from the premise of a Joker movie in the first place being just a dumb idea, I can't say it's a bad movie. I'm sure it's shot great, acted great. Haven't seen it, but I know that its message is dangerous, and that there's just I don't like when things are like glorifying mental illness or glorifying like, hey, feel like crap today, you know?
Yeah. Well, I would say that BoJack Horseman is on the opposite end of that spectrum. I think it addresses those things head on,
That's good.
and it's uncomfortable to watch the reality, but there are strong messages about like, hey, life doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah.
If you would just take care of yourself and be better.
Jake, have you watched Murderville yet?
Murderville?
Oh my god. You need to watch
Have we not seriously not talked about Murderville yet?
I am
Okay,
not
Jake,
familiar
here's
at
the elevator pitch. Will Arnett, voice of BoJack Horseman, that's how I got here.
Yes, I'm familiar. And Lego Batman.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Will Arnett is a hard-boiled detective named what's his name, Jeremy? I'm blanking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Terry Seattle.
Terry Seattle, that's it. Yeah.
He's a hard-boiled detective named
What, like
Terry
the
Seattle.
city?
Is this animated?
No, it's
No.
live action. Just wait for it. So, hard-boiled detective named Terry Seattle. He's part of the murder division of the police force.
Okay.
And each episode, he's solving a different murder. But each episode, because he's a hard-boiled detective, he doesn't work well with others, so he has to have a new partner. So each episode is a celebrity guest, and they don't have the script. That's the
So
show.
every character has to improv what the
So, like,
celebrity does and says.
You've got Conan O'Brien at the crime scene, and he's playing himself. He's playing Conan O'Brien, and a little girl comes up, and she's like, and it's like a magic show, and she's like, hey, when's the magic show gonna end? And Terry Seattle's like, hey, Conan, handle this kid. So they're like setting him up to like put him in an uncomfortable situation where he has to explain death and dying to this little girl. And so Conan's just like, oh man, yeah, she's dead. She's not coming back. You don't come back from that. And this little girl is just like, is magic real? I'm just asking, is magic real? And he's like, no, it's not. Everything is fake. Like, he's bantering with this little girl. It's all improv. It's hilarious.
It's really good.
It's great. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, but it's so funny. Marshawn Lynch is the second guest, and he nearly kills somebody.
Oh my god, yes.
It's on Netflix.
Like, wow. Okay. All right. Murderville.
Murderville.
Yes.
Murderville. Okay. All right. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Is this how new is this?
It's pretty new, like a week old.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I went over to Brody's last week. That's why I couldn't do anything on Thursday, whichever night that was, Thursday or Friday, and we watched the first 2 episodes. It was great.
Love it. Where are we going?
Ooh.
Main quest. Track the main quest.
I love Transformers, but Gundams.
You realize the scaling of those is completely off. Like, Optimus Prime is so much smaller than Gundams. Like, pretty much any Gundam. Unless if I'm just misremembering the scale of Optimus. But I mean,
No, you're 100%. Well, he's the size of an 18-wheeler truck.
right,
I mean,
right. And so, like, he can
A
hold
big one, but
he can hold a human in the same way that like we would hold like an action figure or like a Barbie doll, but to a Gundam, like a human is like the size of a grain of rice. I think that scaling is correct. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Unless I'm right, then quote me. Give me credit.
All right, I have tracked it. Are we supposed to walk to it, or are we supposed to teleport?
If we can teleport, then we can just teleport. Just follow the line. Just always follow the line. Is Onslaught the mission, or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, Onslaught. Yeah,
Okay.
I found it.
Kratos versus Hulk. Which Hulk?
Is this? Yeah. I was just gonna say, is this a fight or just like lore based?
It'd probably
Yeah, I
be
was
Hulk.
gonna say if we're going based on like better character, I'd say Kratos, but
I'd have to say Hulk, honestly, because and my knowledge of Kratos is limited, but I feel like Hulk power scales higher than Kratos does, and he's arguably more durable. Oh, MCU Hulk, yeah, Kratos.
I love I love how Steven was making a case for Hulk, and then as soon as it was, never mind. I'm not gonna make this fight.
Nah, MCU Hulk is a diaper baby compared to pretty much.
Hulk in the comics.
Yeah. Like we're talking like World Breaker Hulk, something like that. Kratos is done. Great chant. Anna. So Anna really likes the character of Hulk. She's real salty about Professor Hulk, dabbing Hulk from Endgame, that god-awful movie. She's real salty about it, and I'm completely with her. I hate Professor Hulk. Oop, that guy's dead.
I didn't think Professor Hulk was that bad.
He was terrible.
I was upset that we just didn't get any explanation of like how that came to be, other than just like a passing line that was like, "Oh yeah, I spent a couple months in a
Well, what makes
gamma chamber and,
Hulk interesting as a character? Like what
the separation of the two characters,
and
split personality,
and what did Professor Hulk do?
it eliminated that
Exactly.
absolutely.
So Professor Hulk sucked. He was terrible. Kratos wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, but he would rip the glasses off of the guy and then shove them through that guy's throat. So he would hit a guy with glasses with his own glasses.
Oh, you hit a guy with glasses with glasses.
Yes. But it wouldn't go like the King Candy scene. He like they would probably start saying, and then he would just be like, "Shut up!" And then and then he would just kill them. Kratos doesn't have time for you to acknowledge the irony in his killings.
He just goes, "Boy."
Dang it. What the hell?
I hate these little sponges.
My abilities aren't working. Yeah, my game is just broken. My abilities are working maybe 40% of the time. Like, I just did my fire wave, and I did the dramatic, raise hands to throw wave, and nothing happened. So I just kind of raised my hands a bit.
Oh, Predator.
Yeah, definitely.
They're literal born killers. Like, an elite would be strong, but
If we're talking like any
tactically-
elite, than Predator. But I feel like obviously there are exceptions. Like if we're talking the Arbiter, that's different, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Right? Someone affirm my opinions.
I don't know enough about Halo to affirm or deny.
Yeah.
Okay, I got frozen mid spin.
Did you see the pictures that Austin made for me? Check the Discord.
Of
Oh
what?
gosh.
I just went through the Discord and not like. I mean, unless this has happened on this stream.
It happened on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, well then no.
It's in the main chat. There's 3 pictures.
Doomslayer.
Doomslayer. If we're talking like 2016 and onward, like Doomslayer. Hold on. As long as they like put a picture of a demon on Master Chief's armor somewhere, then Doomslayer. Just so he's got that to fuel his bloodlust. Maybe give Master Chief some horns. I'm sure that'll be a cosmetic in Halo pretty soon.
Eventually,
Some
yeah.
devil horns because gaming industry hates canon and being realistic. They like the lulls and because people buy it.
Vortex. Thank you.
Were you just buttering us up to that one question?
Yeah. He was like, I really didn't care about the rest
I
of
was
this
waiting
one.
for it. I really was. I knew it was going to come up eventually. Well, I feel like the Death Battle version was made pre-2016 Doom, though, wasn't it? And like
Does it
old,
make a difference?
yes, because old Doom, the way Death Battle does their research is a lot of like visual feats, like taking that being like this person lifted this thing, which the average version of this thing weighs this much, so we know that their greatest feat of strength is that they were able to lift this thing, so they're able to withstand this amount of force, all that stuff. It's actually pretty cool.
They try to do it as scientifically as possible.
Right, using what we've but they use what we've seen. And if you use pre 2016 Doom, the most recent one you have is Doom 3, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Vortex, but that was a much more grounded version of the Doom guy. And before that, you've got like classic Doom, in which they aren't really to show much on a visual medium. So then when you get to 2016 Doom, where he is just literally ripping and tearing, that's different. Yeah, Vortex, I think if they did that over, it'd be a different story. Now, if we're talking like Book Chief, that would be a fight I'd like to see. Video game Master Chief is actually kind of a pussy compared to Book Chief. Like, and that's saying something when Game Chief is no slouch.
Mm-hmm. Just something about books, man.
I'm down. Freaking Breacher. To the right. Ooh. Yeah, just...
Sorry, Jeremy. I was trying to distract them.
I didn't realize that it was 2 ironclads. I thought they were breachers. Yeah, that's freaking sucks. Yeah, it's 4 ironclads, Jeremy. Jake, get me up. Oh. My head just...
It was just too many.
fell off, yeah. Not your fault. Oh, hey, we're on World Tier 7. I just realized that.
Yeah, I just upgraded.
Yeah, bring it
Do I need
on.
to go back down?
No. We don't do that here.
Ooh, Isaac Clarke versus a tank from Left 4 Dead.
I feel like Isaac Clarke, just because the ability to, like, ingenuity, like he'd find a way, and he's dealt with that kind of stuff enough to where he could probably react quick enough and learn from the situation before he'd get just KO'd. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Real question is tank from Left 4 Dead versus MCU Hulk, because the tank still wins. Yeah, see, that's my thing. I assumed that I've played a bit of Dead Space 2, and that's about it. And I've seen stuff from Dead Space 1, but I assumed that he's dealt with worse, especially if just regular people with some guns can take out tanks consistently. Isaac Clarke should have no issue, especially when his tech far exceeds
Anything that you just get in an apocalypse.
right. Like, for all we know, his telekinesis is enough to rip it apart. Or his, whatever his basic gun is called, it could penetrate with little effort and kill it.
Isaac Clarke has telekinesis?
Yeah.
How do I not remember that from the Dead Space game?
Right? Like, he can use that to, like, rip apart necromorphs, right? It's something like that.
Is that in like a
That's in the
sequel?
first one, I thought. Am I just completely misremembering?
I don't think he has telekinesis. I think it's a gun.
It's something. Like, you can use telekinesis somehow.
Yeah.
I do remember him. He had stasis, because that was where I learned what the word stasis meant. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you're right. I guess I just have forgotten.
Wow. Good shot there, Pyromancer. Idiot. It's in all of them, and it's a unique ability in all the suits.
There you go.
So it is a equipment piece, but he can still do it.
Gotcha.
That makes more sense, because I was like, I feel like
Nah, he's not like some
That he was
Joe
a
Schmo that
telepath,
also has telekinesis.
kind of like how you would think we would know that Pokemon have the ability to shrink down, and that's why they get into Pokeballs.
Yeah. That's stupid.
That's somehow not a detail that was readily available to the franchise.
If anyone's got some CC, now would be the time. Jake, behind you.
Some what?
Crowd control.
You mean like that?
I didn't see what you did. What'd you do?
I did my ground pound.
Perfect. Do you see that soldier try to join the fight, and then he turned around and rifle butted him once, and then kept running?
Did you see what happened to him?
Yeah, he exploded.
No, he ran into the rusher there, and the guy cut off his head.
Oh, I just saw a pool of blood.
Oh yeah. Captain's up again. On me.
One sec, gonna change out guns. Okay. Resident Evil 4 Leon, John Wick, all the way. But if we're talking like the anime Leon, who totally ripped off John Wick's moves, that'd be an interesting fight. But when Resident Evil 4 Leon doesn't even know how to shoot while moving, John Wick's gonna absolutely destroy this man.
Steven, did I tell you that I started John Wick? Like, in the worst way possible?
How did you start John Wick? You're about to make me mad. Just tell me. Just how'd you do it?
So, I was editing. I had shot a wedding that day in Oxford, and Lee Allison and Asher were with me because a lot of her friends were in the wedding, and so we were going to hang out with them the day after. And so I was staying at a hotel, and when I got back, from a wedding, it's late at night, Asher's asleep, and so I've still got to edit. So I was like, well, I don't want to go up in the room, disrupt them, potentially wake him up and start the whole, cycle over. So I'm just going to edit in the hotel lobby. And the hotel lobby had these, like a little restaurant area that had these really cool looking booths that had like couches and like, they kind of had like walls attached to the couches. So it was very like you were kind of in your own little unit. And each little table had its own TV. And so when I sat down at this table, it was playing Lego Movie, and I was like, "This will be just great, like background noise to edit to."
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Lego Movie ends before I finish editing. And so, what's the perfect movie to follow the Lego Movie? John Wick. And so that's what comes on next. And so I'm watching this movie transpire with the volume too low. I couldn't really hear anything. But like, I got through.
No, you didn't.
All I really remember is, and could tell you from, again, not having any real audio or dialogue. I watched John Wick bury his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, yeah, his wife died. And then she sent him a puppy somehow through death or something. I forget exactly what happened.
She knew she was going to die, so she had it arranged.
Yeah, she gave him a puppy. He was very sad, but he loved the puppy. He and the puppy like had a routine, and it was great. They were living their life.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I remember is he was at a gas station one day for no apparent reason.
He was getting gas for his car.
Well, no, not that. Well, I'm saying for no apparent reason, some punk kid is like, "Hey, yo, that a nice car? Can I give you $1 million for it?"
Mm-hmm.
And John's like, "No, I'm good." And so then that punk kid was like, I'm gonna go to this guy's house and I'm gonna kill his dog." And so he did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then John Wick is like, "I'm gonna come kill you." And then kid's dad is like, "Do you know who the fuck you just messed with? Like, let me call him and
Baba
see if I can
Yaga.
calm him down."
Oh, yeah.
Baba Yaga.
He's the guy you
And,
sent to kill the fucking Pokemon.
What else
So anyway,
do you remember?
that's about us. So then I think
Hey, Jake, can I ask you real quick? Why do you hate good movies?
I vaguely remember. I feel like I saw John take out like whoever the first group of people he attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, you got like
I feel like I
20
watched
minutes
him.
into the movie.
You're like 20 minutes into the movie, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I could easily watch it and
Watch
get a lot more out of it.
every single one of those movies. They literally, like,
Well, I thought
redefined
we were
the
gonna do, like, a
action
thing. I thought we were gonna
genre.
do, like, a-
Say the word! I will watch those
Say
whenever.
less.
Say less! Say nothing! We're doing it now!
Less. Mercy.
All right, guys, that's the end of this stream. We're gonna go watch it.
Be back in 5 minutes. We're going to stream Jake's reaction to John Wick.
Yeah.
5 minutes. We're gonna do that.
Seriously, like, those are
They're so good.
So good. They not only
not
like
just for the action sequence, but the story is phenomenal.
the story's good. It reignited Keanu's career. It was like his comeback. It's so good.
I will say this. I will just have to take your word on the story being good because again, I didn't listen to it with audio, but like
Oh no, you're rewatching the whole thing.
the premise kind of
Do you understand?
watching. I knew the
Okay,
premise going in.
act as
but-
if the dog is a cat.
No, it's not.
Act as if the dog is Breath of the Wild.
Believe me.
Yeah, there you go.
Believe me, I was as pissed as anyone when the dog died, and like honestly, it like really kind of ruined my night when I watched the dog die. I was
Yes!
like, that is fucking sad. But I was just a little confused at like, I don't know, maybe it just all came a little quickly. It's like this guy's wife died. What's happening? What? Wait, dog?
That's the
That's-
whole reason.
that's the
Now somebody
point.
kills the dog.
Okay.
That's the whole
What?
point. Yeah,
Why are we here?
it's literally 3 days after his wife dies
May I
that they fuck with him.
May I go in,
We'll see.
Jeremy? May I?
Yes,
tag
yes,
in?
continue.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting hyped now. That's-
Yeah, right. John Wick is
I had been
literally
under the impression that in the first movie they kill his wife, and then
no.
in the second movie, they
No.
kill the dog.
No. He
No.
was like a legend amongst hitmen. He's like
Yes,
he's known as a force of nature.
Yeah,
you don't
Willem-
mess with
Willem
him.
Dafoe, he told
He's
him
a
to
man
of
done.
focus.
He's a man of focus. He cannot be stopped. So when a man like that settles down and gets out because he's in love with a woman, and she dies, and he's taking that opportunity, 3 days, he's grieving. And the one thing he has left of his wife, the one thing he had to live for, was the puppy. So it's like his wife was killed for a second time in 3 days. And
the one thing he cared about in the world.
yes, and it was a meaningless act of violence. He has crossed so many people, but there was kind of an unspoken agreement. You don't mess with John Wick because he's out, and we don't want to poke that bear. And so some snot-nosed kid, because he's arrogant and thinks he deserves everything because he's the son of a crime lord, didn't know who he was. So he's like, yeah, he's just a random guy, so I'm just going to mess with him. I'm going to just take his car because I get what I want. And so it was the ultimate insult for him. And that's basically the whole point, is that they poked the bear at the worst possible time in the worst possible way. And normally in action movies, the hero has to, get stronger to overcome the enemy. But in this, it's so refreshing because the enemy from like 10 minutes in is like, what in God's name have you done? Like, they know, like, literally the final boss of the movie is like, my son, you don't know what you've done. You're so stupid.
There's a whole scene where the guy punches his son in the stomach, and he's like, "Do you have any fucking clue what you just did?"
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
No, that was great. That was a great time.
And so it's not so much that like it doesn't tell us an amazing story narratively. It's the implied.
It's more
stuff.
so the depth of the story.
It's the depth. It's the execution. It's all that kind of stuff that you just kind of have to take in.
I was literally just about to say, I was like, Steven, what you're saying right now was better than the first 20 minutes.
Because you didn't pay attention because you were in a restaurant watching it on a booth.
I mean, to be fair, I was
No!
also editing and not paying attention.
That
at
makes
all.
it
I was
worse.
I was just kind of glancing up. Every
That's
now
not
and
to be
then, but-
fair. That's to be less fair. That's, hey guys, be harsher to me right now.
I didn't give John Wick even an iota of a chance.
Yeah.
No,
The
I mean,
greatest action movie of modern era.
Look, here again, it's not like I picked the booth that was running John Wick.
Change
Oh,
booths.
Steven. I'm not changing booths mid-edit, all right? I'm like, and not only that, like I was so close to done. I was like, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna get.
Then turn it off and acknowledge that John Wick, Baba Yaga, deserves your full attention. Also, this fight is awful.
Yes, it is.
But seriously, like, when you even look past just John's story and his struggle, his attempt to grieve, his attempt to get out, when you look at, like, the world building done and how, like, it's John Wick, when you strip it down beyond John trying to grieve, it is a modern retelling of the God of War.
Vortex.
Because literally you've got all these different crime bosses who represent different characters within Greek mythology. You've got Charon, who is the ferryman into the underworld at the Continental. You didn't get that far. You don't know that yet. And you've got Winston, who's basically Hades, and the main villain, who's basically Ares, the god of war. And you've got John Wick, the man who isn't a god himself, but he is a tool utilized by them. And
He's Kratos.
He's the god killer. But no, let's watch it in a booth.
I was surprised to find out that Willem Dafoe was in it.
Oh, he's great.
I'll say that.
He's so good in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. His character's awesome.
Yeah. But seriously, like that's a whole video essay that I never did, that I forgot about. The whole John Wick is modern day retelling of the God of War. He is literally Kratos. It's great. That's the kind of stuff you get when you actually watch the movie and pay attention. And you really need to. And I would love to watch them with you.
I think it would be a great watch along.
And we could do the first and second one.
Yeah, you can. The third one's not a bad movie. It's just
It's a good movie. It's a good continuation of the story, but I wouldn't say it's.
it's the whole issue of, like, you can tell that's when they were just like, oh, people love this, so let's just do another one.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just
Yeah.
not a.
And John Wick is getting its own show called The Continental. And it's actually going to be focused on the criminal underworld. And I think it's going to be about Winston when he was younger.
Oh, that'd be cool. I didn't know about that.
I think it's going to be on Hulu, but I could be wrong.
That sounds like something they would make.
Yeah. And also, something else. Payday, the video game,
Yeah.
it is... John Wick is canon in Payday.
Yep. You can play as John Wick.
When that movie came out, it was, the first one, and so people didn't, expect it to be huge. And so they did a deal, Lionsgate did a deal with Starbreeze, to where the Payday gang and John Wick work together, and John Wick is canon in that series, which eventually they also put Jimmy from Hardcore Henry, so Hardcore Henry is canon in Payday.
That's war, baby. He just says that the entire time.
Dang, this fight's still going.
Yeah. Also, this fight's still going. How dare you? Also, I'm, out of ammo. I need to find ammo. You
Oh
guys know
yeah,
what ammo is?
I've been out of ammo for a little bit
40
now.
days and 40 nights.
But yeah, let's
I got some over here.
excellent. Let's schedule a watch along of John Wick. Let's do a marathon if we need to. Really, the first one's the best one. The second one is really good. It has great action. All of them have great action, but the first one just works so well as a tight, cohesive story and just standalone action movie.
I know what I'm watching after stream tonight.
I mean, I'm down for a watch along whenever.
And then you even get to the stuff that's just the attention to detail. Things I like in action movies, like The Raid Redemption. It's a very physical movie where you can, the main characters, they take damage. They're not just, they're walking through some people, but when they get hit, they feel it and it sticks with them. Same with John Wick, to where...
And when they're overwhelmed,
Yeah.
they actually get overwhelmed.
Right. In John Wick, you see him get shot in one of the action scenes, and he carries that bullet wound through the rest of the movie. So his methods change from going in guns blazing akimbo pistols to taking long ranged attacks with a sniper rifle, or bringing in a heavy machine gun, stuff like that. It's a very smart action movie where he feels mortal, even though he is a force of nature. It's just so good. It's so good.
I'd love to see a video game.
Jeremy, are you aware of this game called Sifu?
No, fuck Sifu. I'm saying a John Wick video game. I would love it to have the same concept. I am gonna get Sifu soon. I just haven't yet. But
Sifu has John Wick vibes.
yeah,
And the club level especially has a very John Wick aesthetic, but it's not John Wick.
I mean something with
like the
gun
gunplay.
judo and
taking something like Hitman, but making it less about like stealth being a necessity, making
Yeah.
it to where it is methodical, but also you're gonna tear through people.
Yeah.
They did have the one John Wick game.
No, we don't talk about John Wick X. I'm sure it's okay, but if you're gonna make the first John
Isn't
Wick
it a
game,
tactics?
it's a top-down, turn-based.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's you don't do John Wick that way. You don't.
Like a single player action shooter, or even better, a 4-player PVE. Oh, it would just be.
Chef's kiss.
I would never not play that game.
Yeah.
I would stop playing every other game and just start playing that.
Hardcore Henry versus William Joseph Blaskowitz. Blaskowick, is that right? I don't remember how it's pronounced. Is that Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
I feel like him, right? Because Hardcore Henry is not that like he's pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, he gets more lucky than
Yeah,
skill.
and also he's mostly fighting just kind of
Normal people.
normal
Random
people.
gangsters?
Random gangsters, yeah. He fights a lot of like super soldiers, but I mean,
And Blaskowitz literally
Blaskowitz
fights like
fights mecha
all
Hitler,
of the
so-
Germans.
Yeah. He single-handedly ends the Nazis. So, Russian gangs ending Nazis. Come on. Have you seen Hardcore Henry, Jake?
Nope.
Ah! That's not as good as John Wick,
The
but
final fight. Oh man.
it's so good. Like, Hardcore Henry is one of those movies that, like, you're not going to look at it and be like, man, there's depth to this movie. You're going to look at it and be like, man, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, there's a level of depth to it. I won't say that it's like it's gonna blow your mind with anything, but
It's just a really fun time. It's a movie like no other movie you'll see.
it's literally all in first person.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I've watched the trailers and I know Steven has talked it up, so I'd like to see it at some point. But yeah.
When I went to see it,
Barely sit through a 30-minute. Well, I say that I will binge 30-minute episodes of shows, but I won't commit to watching one that's an hour long.
when we went to see Hardcore Henry, it was really funny because Hardcore Henry and John Wick kind of have a similar like feel to them in the sense that they were like a very not talked about action movie when they were being released. And so, like, when you'd go to the theater and say, yeah, I'm here to see this, they'd be like, wait, what is that? And that's what we had happen to us because Anna and I went to go see Hardcore Henry together, which gets you a girl that suggests going to see a movie like Hardcore Henry.
Oh, cool.
But,
Watch out for Motor.
yep, I tried to get Jake from cover, or whoever that was.
That's Jake.
But
I'll go up and get him.
the person at the counter was like, what are you guys here to see? And Anna went with this cadence, Hardcore Henry. And the guy was like, what? It was great.
I love it.
Oh yes. Yeah, I want to watch Guns Akimbo. It looked really good. God, this freaking fight.
This fight just
I
doesn't.
don't remember it taking this long.
Well, we're 3 scaled and above our tier.
Yeah, that's true. I think I did this one solo.
Okay, hold on just a second. I gotta let Flynn out.
We're finally at the end.
You always get what you want, folks. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. How dare you do that to this guy?
Boy, that was a rant.
I love it.
Alright, I'm back.
Vortex, I feel like I watched the beginning of that, and in the strong character, like one of the like sought after women in the gang. Like there's this group that does like underground fights or something. And she's on the leaderboards, so to speak.
Oh god.
What's happening?
You'll see.
Don't shoot. Yeah, I'm shooting him.
Good on these guys for not just killing surrendered people. Those guys should be wearing red shirts. Wait, let these people die. Say nothing.
What just happened?
You'll see.
Oh.
I don't get his backpack.
I was just about to ask.
I
Why does
think-
he have a?
I think it's another altered that he absorbs energy from. That's kind of my headcanon.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
because they definitely look altered.
Yeah.
And he's just been like basically juicing from that body, like sucking it dry.
Ugh. He was it wagging it, whipping the wag,
He what? What?
pulling the tugging the wubble wub, the yak, the whack.
Jake,
what
I'm
was it?
uncomfortable.
Yanking the tank. What was it? What were we saying in the Sentinels?
Yoinking when he like
That's it. Yoinking the yank. That's it. Yep.
he wasn't whacking it, he wasn't jerking it off. He wasn't.
He's yoinking. He's yoinking the joint. Yoinking the juice. That's what it was. Yoinking the juice.
No, you don't yoink the juice. You yoink if you can juice. Watch out, Solar Blast.
Nope.
Nice. Good interrupt. Good interrupt. Flame Barrage. Flame Wall. I feel.
Is this guy hard? Is that what you were like? Oh no.
Yes. Well,
I'm-
this version.
This is kind of the final boss. Not really.
Well, there's a version of Moloch that you fight in the expedition. That one's rough. I can't like I was kind of expecting this one to be on par with that, but I guess that's not fair of me to do. Because this isn't that bad so far. Barrage, watch out.
The interrupts.
You ready to dodge? When he's charging up Solar Blast, that's going to be like just a beam. So just don't let him face you when he does that, because it'll just tear right through you. Also, if you find that any of your skills aren't cutting it at any point, and I'm just saying this just because I don't know if you're having any success fighting up close or not, but if you find the need to swap out skills, I think you can.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, man, the last time I played this, I liked it because I could zip up to people, I could slash them in the back,
Well,
and they
again,
were dead. and it
keep
was
in
great,
mind,
but-
we're out of our depth a bit. So maybe we should dial back to tier 6 so
Oh,
that
I'm
you can
fine.
actually can enjoy yourself.
I'd rather level up and.
I
burn
didn't
through
listen
all
to my
this.
own advice. I took a Solar Blast.
I'd rather level up and burn through all this and get to a point where I'm
Are
fully
you
leveled
talking?
and I can.
Are you talking about what's his face? Aquaman.
Jensen Ackles.
Gosh, Jason. Are you talking about Jason Momoa Aquaman? Because I would rather just he stop being in movies as Aquaman.
Really? You didn't like him as Aquaman?
They tried so hard with him, to where it was just like he stopped being Aquaman and he just started being guy with muscles who we really want people to think is cool. So it's really not his fault, but I don't like that interpretation of Aquaman. Granted, I haven't seen the
I
Aquaman
like Jason
movie.
Momoa. So. Oh, if you haven't seen the movie, then you can't judge.
Well, I've seen him in Justice League.
Yeah, he's completely different in the movie.
Okay.
I was about to say, yeah. I don't
It's
think that's
very
terrible.
different than
Good.
the Aquaman.
Well, either way,
in the,
I would
the
much
Justice
rather
League.
have Jensen Ackles as Red Hood because I love Jensen Ackles and I love
Yeah,
Red Hood.
I'm super excited to see him as Red Hood.
Solar Blast.
Jake took it to the face.
I saw.
The Batman comes out in March, right?
Yep.
Oh, baby. I'm so excited for that.
I can't revive even though it says that I can. What the
Cool.
hell?
Yeah, I'm be honest. I almost bought one of his action figures. They already have them at Target. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I love like the whole aesthetic of that movie. Like everything about it looks awesome.
I just can't wait to
Colin Farrell.
to just see him go on a rampage for an entire movie.
Yeah.
So that's what basically what's going to be. It's basically it's kind of the vibe I'm getting is kind of a John Wick vibe, because it very much feels like if you define the different Batmen to one thing or like characteristic, I guess like Ben Affleck was like the action hero Batman.
Yeah, I hated Ben Affleck.
I wasn't a big fan. I thought the warehouse fight scene from BVS was really
Yeah.
cool. That was about it. But then you've got like Christian Bale's Batman, which was the very human Batman that did like a good Bruce Wayne kind of parallel. This Batman, if I was to define him as anything, it would be like the Batman that is feared. Like the scary Batman. And I am so pumped to see that. I'm here for it. 100%.
Well, and I think it's going to be a good detective Batman too.
Yeah.
I think the Riddler.
Yeah, that's
is a
pretty
great
much what
villain
they're
to
doing.
Really showcase that.
Solar Blast.
Ow.
Dodge now.
Ow.
Don't worry, Jeremy. I got you. Maybe.
Huh.
Now I'm burning.
Oh, okay. Just no countdown or anything. He
Solar
just
blast,
immediately
dodge.
did that.
Okay, that's kind of stupid that his blast happens like a good second and a half before his induction finishes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this fire tornado that he casts.
Dodge.
It's a really interesting. He was not even looking at me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up to the interrupt, but
It's hard to stay close to him.
well, I have
Rush.
that dash.
I still think his helmet looks weird in the Batman. In this new one, I think it looks awesome. It's part of the design I like. I really like his whole costume and everything. I'm excited to see like. Well, I guess we've seen the Batmobile.
It kind of looks like the
get in action and everything.
the most realistic.
Everything about this movie looks like somebody like made it like from just scrap pieces that they had in like a I don't know,
Like the suit?
Oh,
yeah.
riding.
Well, everybody's suit, like even like Catwoman's suit, her suit looks like something she made.
Well, my understanding of what they're going for, and I've watched just the one trailer, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
You watched the trailer about the calzone?
I didn't watch the trailer about the calzone. I tried to order it, and it didn't come. So I don't really believe in the Batman calzone anymore.
It's funny because it's still the
Pete
last
or
picture that's on
somebody, I
my
forget who.
Discord.
We should talk more.
Did I send you the TikTok, Jeremy? Were you
Mhm.
in that thread? I don't know if I have it now, but
Dodge.
there was I got a TikTok ad for it, and I sent it to everybody because I was just like, lol. We were just talking about this.
Oh yeah, definitely Raiden from Metal Gear.
Yeah, I was gonna say Raiden too. But get you.
I don't think any of us play Overwatch though.
No, I did for a
Oh.
little while.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't good at it or anything, but
I wanted to play it until I found out it was PvP,
Yep.
and then I was just like, "Yep, not for me."
Steven, are you still kind of excited about 2 if it happens?
I mean, if it happens and it's PvE focused, yeah, because Overwatch has a great premise. But at this point, I don't think we're gonna get that game till 2024.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no joke.
That and Diablo 4.
A lot of people are questioning or pondering if that's going to be an Xbox exclusive now.
It'll be on PC, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I mean, always, but still, like, the real question is it going to be on PlayStation?
I hate the term Xbox exclusive because literally only one Xbox exclusive exists, and it just came out.
Yeah, it's a null term at this point.
Yeah,
but
it's
I just mean,
Microsoft
is it
exclusive.
Is it coming to PlayStation?
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
But even if it doesn't, oh well. Play it on PC.
Yeah.
Probably where it should be played anyway.
That is how I.
Although
look at
I
console
don't know.
Diablo
It
is good
played
Diablo.
pretty well on
Yeah.
PS4.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, we're done. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say console Diablo is great, but I feel like it's mostly a PC game.
Yeah. I originally played it on MacBook.
Oof.
I mean, it's the same as PC,
Oof. No.
and that's all I had at the time was a Mac.
And that's the end. That's how we died.
Twin or girlfriend?
Just punch her.
So did we just witness a
We
vision?
no, that happened, but we were pulled out of the battlefield. He basically nuked it, but we barely lived, so we were pulled out.
Interesting.
So we still won because I guess Moloch killed everybody, and the guy was like, "Okay, all the people are dead," because I don't know. Vortex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Slayer doesn't really stand a chance against Dante. I know Dante has demon blood, but he's basically unkillable. He's
Have you seen that thing he can do with his hat?
yeah. Slayer got nothing against that. He didn't know how to respond to that. Slayer can't dance. But no, like Dante is on a completely different level in terms of physical aptitude, like durability, speed, strength. Maybe not strength, but he's more durable than Slayer. He's infinitely faster than Slayer. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Vortex.
And anyone
Come
who
on.
says Slayer would win, they're just like, oh, well, the BFG destroys anything with demon DNA. First of all, if my understanding is correct, if we're going by the
Oh, hell no. I'm not going anywhere, bitch.
if we're going by game rules, BFG doesn't insta-kill everything, right? Because there are some things that can't be one-shot by the BFG, and those are things with full demon DNA. So if BFG eradicates anything with demon DNA, and that's just my understanding of what I've seen people say in their very weak arguments.
That's what you're telling yourself now? You're my savior?
Okay, Vortex, if you put Slayer in a Pacific Rim mech, that's just going to make him have less of a chance against Dante because Dante will just... It's just a bigger target. Dante has fought demons the size of a city, basically. A small city, but still a city. And he's mocked them. he's laughed in the face of city-sized demons. Talked about getting pizza
The Doom
after.
guy ain't laughing.
Yeah, but that's what Dante did too.
Interesting.
We still going or are we done?
I kind of probably need to be done. I'm surprised Asher hasn't woken up yet, to be honest with you. But if y'all want to keep going, I can just bail out and y'all can continue with your story.
I mean, we were just doing expeditions, and it's... We'll probably end there.
Yeah, it's probably a good place to stop because we're at
There's a lot.
at a new area, so
Yeah.
yeah, we finished that whole area back there.
Awesome. Well, I still like this game, Steven.
Good.
It's definitely I think it is better when you're more balanced with the world tier. But like I said, I'm good with just pushing through and getting to a point where I've got everything.
You'll get there.
And I'm good. So, all right, awesome. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. And Steven, you're gonna do something Saturday?
Yeah, I'll handle it.
Okay, I might can join you. Just depends on how things go. But you thinking seafood?
I'll probably do a seafood stream. Maybe Dying Light. It's maybe something. I don't know. I've been playing the Triangle Strategy demo. I don't think anyone would want to watch it, but I really like it. So maybe I'll do that. Probably not.
I'd be open to that. Whatever you want to do.
I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.